All right. We good? Oh, it's happening right now. Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Big Little Kid Podcast. It's your boy, Jay Whitaker. To my left, Bucky Bowles.
Bucky Bowles.
Hey.
Bucky Bowles ran a Spartan race.
Bucky Bowles.
Yeah.
My legs hurt.
How do you feel?
My quads are on fire. Spartan races are legit. Don't ever think that you'll compete one in less than an hour because you have to be superhuman to do that. You actually might do well.
So
with
that's
it.
me.
I know, I'm terrible at that.
How much you want to bet?
That you could finish that Spartan race in an hour.
I could.
The one that I just did.
Yeah.
That was
You a bitch.
That was 3.5 miles uphill the entire time,
Okay.
both ways.
Do you have? Is there
in the snow?
Is there a part where you stop in the middle of? Is part of the Spartan race? Like, is there like an event where you have to tell somebody that you did a Spartan race?
Yeah, it's called before and after.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like there should.
It's all social media.
They should have it. They should have like you run 3.5 miles to the nearest like Wi-Fi area, and then you just talk about.
Hey, I'm here at the Spartan race.
Yeah, I'm here at the Spartan race, guys.
Hey.
But I'm proud of you though. I'm
Got
proud.
jokes. We got jokes
When's
early.
your next Spartan race?
Never. Next question.
Okay, what you
No,
got?
I'll do another one at some point.
Plug your shit.
Plug my stuff. Well, I have a doctor's appointment in 3 weeks. I'm really looking forward to that. It's at the IHC on 9th and 9th.
Yo,
Come
who
check
mans
that
is
out.
it? Who mans it? Can you cut his mic off, please?
Also, I'll be working Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. And at some point, we're going to San Diego on vacation, so come find us drunk in Gaslamp.
All right, right.
Mm-hmm.
To my far left,
Ayo.
Uncle Banks, DJ Bangarang. What's going on?
Yo, honestly, I'm here. I'm here. I've been drinking a little bit.
Okay,
Not gonna lie, guys.
Really?
we have White Claws.
Yes.
Now,
White Claws.
Now, do they serve this when you DJ?
I've never had one on DJ, but I've played on when I've played flag football, and it makes me a better quarterback. So
Okay.
shout out to White Claw.
I thought you'd never had a White Claw before this.
Actually, no, that was press. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I
yeah.
have
See,
press.
like, okay, Bang and I have never had White Claw. You suggested that we try
It's
this.
obviously a white thing.
It's well, listen here.
Yeah, like we have our own. Drink. It's called Black Fist.
Okay.
Hey.
It
How-
comes
is
in.
it-
It
is
comes
it-
in grape,
How big is the can?
red.
Just tell me when to stop.
Yeah,
And blue.
yeah,
Yeah.
right there. It just
Okay.
comes in red and grape.
And red is a flavor, by the way.
I thought it was.
And
I was
Cool
gonna
Blue.
say cool blue. Yeah.
Red and cool blue are our flavors in the hood, by
And
the way.
Suwu Blue. That's the
How
collaboration.
much?
with,
How much sugar is in a black fist?
Don't ask questions you don't need to
Yeah.
know the answers
Okay.
to.
Okay.
It's
I
not-
was just curious.
Is it? Well, yes. It's not a lot of sugar in it, but
Okay.
it is seasoning in that Black Fist because you
Okay.
just.
You know what I'm gonna get you for your birthday this year? Some
You-
seasonings.
Before you make this joke, what day is my birthday?
December 7th.
I
ain't got shit to say.
apologize.
Yeah.
Shook.
I
He's
apologize. He actually
shook. I
knew.
hope you got that. I hope you got that. He is shook.
You actually.
He's shook as
Well,
shit.
Let's drink some White Claws.
to some Black Fist. There it is.
Cheers.
All right, this
To
is
the
Black
Black Fist.
Cherry. This is White Claw Black Cherry.
Yo, this mango is good.
Uh,
I'm up to
uh,
Buddies? Oh my
Nah.
goodness. You don't want that? I'll drink it.
it's. I mean, I'll have it, but this tastes like it tastes like somebody put cherry soda in a lacrosse.
Yeah.
A LaCroix.
In a,
yeah.
No, in a lacrosse.
Oh, lacrosse.
It's like I'm drinking. It's like I'm drinking
The net.
cherry soda out of a lacrosse cleat. Yeah.
cherry
Okay,
soda out of
buddy,
a lacrosse plate.
Yep. This tastes like. This makes me want to work at Morgan Stanley.
Let's try it. Let me try
Yeah, let
it.
me
Morgan
try this.
Stanley.
Yeah,
Let me try it.
Which
and
is
now
not,
we're
which is not
switching.
bad. Which is not bad. All right. So
Alright.
this is
It's
mango.
black
This is
cherry,
mango.
yeah.
Yeah.
This shit tastes like Axe body spray.
Yeah.
This doesn't make you want to
Like-
go play 18 holes?
Nah, like
No?
this tastes like Brady, who goes to school at Cottonwood Heights, plays lacrosse.
This makes me want to yell at somebody at Top Golf for getting my shit wrong. You know what I mean? Like I want to yell at someone at Top Golf, and like it's not even my stroke or my swing.
Yeah.
It's their fault for whatever reason. It's their fault.
You did this to me.
It's their fault. We are at Maxwell's right now. One of my favorite favorite spots
Shout
in
out
SLC.
Maxwell's.
Yeah,
Thank y'all so
thank you
much.
for hosting us, Maxwell's. They hooking us up with. No, so come on down here. It's the Pie and Beer Day episode. This episode will drop on Pie and Beer Day in Utah.
We'll be here all day.
Which is July 24th, which is what?
Yeah.
Which is Thanksgiving shitty sequel.
Uh-huh.
That's basically what Pioneer Day is, right?
Yeah, so it's the day that the settlers, for those of you who
Colonizers?
are not from Colin whatever. For those of you who don't live in Utah, it's the day that that the Mormons came in through the valley and decided that Salt Lake City was home. So it's called Pioneer Day. Or if you are in I think it's 55% of Salt Lake people that are not Mormon, it is Pie and Beer Day.
Yeah. So we're getting it started early with some pies. We got some pizzas coming, and then we got we don't have beer, but we do have some Black Fists, and we're gonna.
I'm gonna probably finish this.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know what? I like the mango better than I like the black cherry. So yeah, you know what? I'm with it. I'm with it. This is fine. This is substantial. I will deal with it. There's our pepperoni pizza. I can see it.
Awesome.
It's coming out
So
very soon.
So thank you to Maxwell's for letting us film and record and all that other stuff. We've got a very loaded show.
Yeah, we do.
We talked about some things. This show is going to be very movie based. By the way, for those of you who enjoy movies, this is going to be a great episode. A lot of trailers dropped. The Top Gun trailer dropped. Mr. Rogers, starring Tom Hanks, dropped.
I'm not crying. You're crying.
We're talking about Netflix rumors with Eddie Murphy.
That shit is pretty much confirmed at this point.
Yeah, exactly. The Marvel series just got a whole lot bigger.
I just want to, not to cut you off, I just want to say Black is in right now.
When did it stop being in?
Okay.
It's just, you know,
Nah, we in.
we've been here for a minute, dude.
Nah, but like we've been in, but like
I like how you're just like, this is awkward.
Nah.
Well, I'm curious what brought this up.
I'm
Like,
curious as well.
yeah.
No, I
That
just,
was pretty like random.
I just really.
You've
feel
had
like,
3 sips of White Claw.
I know.
Well, no, I just really feel like with what we're about to talk about,
I got you. I see what you're saying.
Okay.
that's all I'm saying.
That's it.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. We continue, please.
No. I mean, I think that's a good place, and we'll move on to some other things.
Okay.
So,
All right. Sorry.
We got.
Stop talking.
What
no,
are your shows?
no,
What are your
do
shows?
not stop
Huh?
talking.
You got shows? Did you plug your shows?
I got shows coming up. Where am I at this weekend? I'll be in Wendover this weekend.
Okay, Wendover.
If y'all are trying to come out to Wendover.
I'll be there too. I forgot about that.
And it's
Playing
you was,
Saturday at the Golden Nugget Bar.
there you go.
So,
How was Boise, by the way? Good times.
That was the look.
That was.
You
the
just
look.
got the look.
You just got the look.
Okay.
Look.
Boise,
Did they turn up?
let me just put it to you this way. I've been to Vegas, I've been to Kansas City, I've been to St. Louis, been to LA. Boise is one of them cities to where like I've had 5-6 a.m. nights, meaning I don't
Did
get
they just-
back to my hotel.
They just turn
room
up that
till
hard.
5 or
That's
6
dope.
a.m.
That's
And-
dope though.
And you think, oh, because it's Boise, it's
Yeah,
whack.
yeah.
That's a lie.
That's
Boise
dope,
turns
though.
the fuck up, and they appreciate hip hop. I play Easy E, and they're like, woke up quick.
Yeah,
I
and
got
they knew the
volume,
words, yeah.
and everybody was like, oh, I was like, oh shit.
That's dope. That's dope.
All right.
There's a scene for sure.
I'm with it. I just got back from Texas.
How was that?
I was in Austin. I was at Fort Worth where Kennedy was shot. That's all I know. I don't know anything else that goes on in Fort Worth. Like I can tell you a lot about Dallas, but Fort Worth, yeah, Kennedy got shot there.
TCU football.
Okay,
That's
Texas
it.
Christian
That's it.
University.
Texas
All right,
Christian, yeah, TCU
the
football.
the Horned Frogs.
Horned Frogs.
Yeah, the Horned Frogs. And then I was at Corpus Christi, Texas.
Nice.
No,
No?
Sad Florida is what we
Sad-
like. It
that what
definitely
we're
looks like
Sad
Sad.
Florida
Oh, here we go. We got the pizza joint.
Smells delicious.
Shout out to Lloyd for taking care of us here at
Thank you,
Maxwell's.
Lloyd.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's. Can we bring that into frame? Yeah. Let's-
That's bang. You gotta be careful. I bet that's hot.
is that hot?
I worked in a kitchen for 8 years.
So you're just like, shut up, Josh.
Yeah. There we go.
Beautiful.
This is fire right here. This is that fire. So, I was at Corpus Christi looked like Sad Florida for real. They have this grayish greenish water situation going on.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you promote the podcast at your Corpus Christi show?
Yeah.
Because there are going to be some Corpus Christi people who are like, man, Jay was so funny. 2 weeks later, what the fuck?
They knew. I even called them out on it. I was like, y'all got gray and green water. How's that work? Anyways, I'm gonna be in Idaho Falls at the Downtown Event Center August 1st, August 2nd and 3rd. I will be in Seattle at Laughs Comedy Club. August 4th, I will be Little Rock, Arkansas at the Looney Bin. Then I will be OKC at the Looney Bin, Wichita, Kansas on the following day at the Looney Bin, and then Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Looney Bin. And then August 9th through the 10th, I'm back in Salt Lake City, technically West Jordan, at the Wise Guys Jordan Landing. It's gonna be a long days. It's gonna be that's a lot of comedy.
You know, one thing I will throw out there, Wise Guys is doing this little bucket challenge thing now.
Yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah. Have you seen the new lounge?
No, but that's what I was going to lead into
Yeah,
with
okay.
that. So, bucket challenge. If anyone wants to get their comedy chops and all that other stuff, they're doing this little thing where you sign up and they'll pull your name out of a bucket.
Yep.
And then you get your 3 minutes of time, and they've got a beautiful new lounge down there.
Dope.
So,
Full bar,
Yeah.
everything, the whole shebang. So go check it out every Tuesday, and then there's sign-ups on Wednesday. Yeah. What's up?
Can I ask you a question?
You can. Yeah. What's up?
So I met someone who was from LA on this past weekend,
Okay.
and they said that water in LA is not drinkable.
Yes.
Is that like a legit thing, or is like?
Well, first of all, we have to have water to have it. Like, there's such a drought there. There's such a drought there.
Okay,
I gotta give the pieces the cat. There you go, baby.
thank you, Kat.
like I know this was completely irrelevant, but like I had to ask you because I wasn't, so I didn't forget.
There is. I mean, you could drink it. I just wouldn't.
Okay,
You
so
know what I
so
mean?
that's a legit thing.
It's not like a Flint situation, you know.
But it's like you don't drink the water in that. You don't drink the tap water
Is
in
it
LA.
I
is it-
wouldn't.
Is it a Magna situation? Because you know what Magna tap water is
I
like,
was just,
right?
well, I was about to say Magna has a lot of situations.
They do. They do have a lot of situations, but Magna tap water tastes. It has a metallic taste to it.
I've gotten that from LA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways,
Let's
what
cheers.
no, that's not a bad question. All right, do we cheers pizza?
I am cheersing pizza.
Do we cross streams? Like what the fuck?
It's a cultural thing.
It's fine.
All right. So, Top Gun, Maverick. Thoughts?
Ryan looked at us earlier and was like, "You guys are not going to like my opinion," which is great because he assumes that he knows our opinion. So I want to hear your opinion, since you're apparently the controversial one on this one.
Tom Cruise needs to sit the fuck down.
Why?
I feel like he's 60 years old,
Okay.
past his prime time. I just feel like he's doing too much. Like I looked at the trailer. I think it's great. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But like, give somebody else a shot.
It's straight up. It's a straight up money grab, though. You know what I mean? Like everybody, that movie's like a generation. What, 34 years?
Yeah,
now?
yeah,
That's damn
34.
near a generation year old. I mean, so it's just like they want to bring back that nostalgia, get that vibe back, and
But do it with somebody else. Like Tom Cruise is like, he's done. He's washed up. Come on, like dude can't even. You can't tell when Tom Cruise is smiling. He's got so much plastic surgery. You really can't tell when he's smiling. Tell me I'm wrong. Like, and this is no disrespect to Tom Cruise. He's a great actor.
he's starting to look like Clayface from Batman. I mean, straight up, I think that's what he's gonna devolve into. He's just gonna.
Like, seriously, him and Sylvester Stallone need to sit the fuck down. And that's my opinion.
I saw an Instagram of Sylvester Stallone in
He's
a car
done.
with his family, and I was like, it looked like a wax museum statue escaped and was driving. It was. I don't know. Here's what I will say about this. Like in Tom Cruise's defense, which I never. This is a weird position for me because I feel like I would never take the stance. But take a movie like Independence Day, where they did the sequel.
Yeah.
And you couldn't even get the original cast back.
No, they killed Vivica A. Fox in the first 15 minutes.
Right, but I'm saying
I'm still mad about that.
But it's just like you get an Independence Day with no Will Smith. You know what I mean? So at the same time, it's like, well, if they're gonna do it, at least they're not rebooting it and giving it to an actor we don't know, like what's his name, Taylor Clitt.
Yeah.
Is it Taylor Clitt from John Carter? Taylor Clit's the guy who played, yeah, Klitsch. Gambit in X-Men Wolverine, that guy. But I mean, you know what I mean? They give it to some guy you don't really know, or some guy who's hot at the moment. You know, they probably would if they were doing Top Gun Maverick like 5 years ago, they would have gave it to what's the little motherfucker from Twilight?
Oh,
the werewolf.
Yeah.
They would have gave it to his ass. You know what I mean?
I wanted to say Jonathan Taylor Thomas, but that's definitely wrong.
I think if they were to do like a Maverick son, that kid from Ready Player One? He's got Tom Cruise vibes all over him. You know what I mean?
Here's my thing about this. Like, I get what you guys are saying. I agree 100%. This is a money grab. Like, this is you know, let's relive some nostalgia. Nothing's original in Hollywood. All that other stuff. I agree with that 100%. But don't you dare tell Tom Cruise to sit down. Tom Cruise is 57.
He stood up on top of a couch and told everybody he loved Katie Holmes on Oprah. You can't tell him to sit down. If Oprah can't tell him to sit down, you can't tell him to sit down.
Definitely not. But here's the other thing too. You're gonna tell me that you're gonna stop playing music when you're 60? Jay's gonna stop doing comedy when he's 60?
Shit, I hope I can.
This is things that but like you love to do this stuff. Like you're literally saying, finish your White Claw, it's fine. But like you're literally telling him to stop doing what he is doing and what he loves to do. You can't tell him that.
At 60, if I'm having to still do the same shit I was doing when I was 20, I'm gonna have to reevaluate my shit.
But what I'm saying is that
Tom Cruise has so much fucking money between Mission Impossible and every other movie he's done. I'm just saying, tell me I'm wrong.
This is the perfect time to go into our next.
Listen, I just look at it like this. If I'm 55, fuck that. When I'm 50 and I'm still DJing, I'm going to have to look at my shit.
All I got to say about that, man, that just because you have money doesn't mean that you stop doing what you want to do.
All right, well then, perfect example, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie Murphy.
That's different.
No, it's not.
It's not different.
It is.
Yes,
it is. Yes, it is. It is too
You're
different.
done drinking White Claws.
No, okay, first of all, eat a dick. Second of all, when's the last movie Eddie Murphy put out? When's the last anything Eddie Murphy put out?
Dreamgirls.
When's the last thing that Tom Cruise put out?
Okay, well,
some bullshit last year.
Okay,
Mission Impossible 7.
Eddie Murphy is quality. Tom Cruise is quantity.
I'm sorry. Hang on.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Hold up.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Hold up. You are
Tell
wrong.
me I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
I want to hear from Jay Whitaker.
No, you're wrong.
Because Eddie Murphy ain't put out a movie in how many years? And Tom Cruise has put out a movie.
But okay.
Okay. I'm just saying quality over quantity. Give me Eddie Murphy over Tom Cruise any day.
You're comparing Mango to Black Cherry. Okay, at this point.
No, fuck that. Fuck that.
You're comparing Black Fist to White Claw.
No, because I'm saying is like, okay, because Eddie Murphy, comedy-wise, quality. Eddie Murphy, movie-wise, not quality. Norbit, The Adventures of Pluto Nash.
Hold on.
Thank you.
Everything except for Bowfinger is.
Here's the other thing.
Bowfinger is a national treasure.
Here's the other thing. I literally just Googled before you talk.
Norbit was one movie and it was bad. But you can't
I know exactly what you're going to say, Kat. I know exactly what you're going to say.
You can't tell me Nutty Professor wasn't good.
The first one was great.
And the second and third?
No.
Dr. Doolittle was dope.
Dr. Doolittle was fantastic. Here's the other thing. Okay, if you tell Tom Cruise to sit down, I just Googled Eddie Murphy. Arsenio Hall has officially closed the deal for Coming to America 2.
Once again.
You're going to tell Eddie Murphy to sit down?
Okay.
You're going to tell Eddie Murphy to sit down?
Rewind.
Are you going to tell Eddie Murphy to sit down?
How many Mission Impossibles are there? How many? And how many?
I don't even know if there's 7. I'm exaggerating.
And how many Coming to Americas are there?
2. But this is
my point.
How many Top Guns are there?
My point.
How many Top Guns are there?
How many movies?
This is so much White Claw.
How many movies has Eddie Murphy been in compared to Tom Cruise?
How is that relevant?
It's perfectly relevant. If you think about it, Tom Cruise is just trying to stay relevant on some bullshit. You can't compare apples and oranges.
The last thing that I saw Eddie Murphy do was the Saturday Night Live 40th anniversary.
I'll just say this.
He got Arsenio on Coming to America. Arsenio ain't been in shit in years, decades.
But Tom Cruise got divorces to pay off.
Yeah, and whose fault is that?
I'll just say this right now. If I'm Tom Cruise, I'm doing Top Gun Maverick. I'm doing Top Gun Iceman. I'm doing
Top Gun Avengers.
I'm doing Days of Thunder 2, Days of Lightning. We're gonna call it Week of Lightning. I'm bringing back everything. Cocktail. I'm bringing back Last Samurai. Last Samurai Part 2. I survived. Like he survived.
Look, I'm just saying, Tom Cruise is great. Tom Cruise is great, but Tom Cruise is just a whore for money. Eddie Murphy is on that quality shit. Eddie Murphy ain't pushed shit out in 10 years, and I don't want to hear it.
I don't even like Tom Cruise, but I know you're talking out your ass right now.
And how many movies has Tom Cruise put out in the past 10 years compared to Eddie Murphy? Y'all can't compare the two.
Yes, it's called IMDb. You easily can compare the two.
We're comparing shitty apples to
Right.
White Claw. Like
exactly. Tom Cruise to Eddie Murphy. You can't compare Tom Cruise and Eddie Murphy. Tom Cruise to me now is a B-list actor.
Oh,
wow.
I'm throwing shade. Let's go. Let's go.
Today on Horrible Takes.
I'm just saying.
I hope the internet drags you for this.
Yeah,
let them drag me, bro.
At DJ Uncle Bang on Twitter.
Hey, at least Eddie Murphy don't believe in Scientology.
That's fine. I'm not arguing
I
don't care.
This is what happened when y'all let me drink before the.
This is why
You've had 7 sips of a White Claw.
Y'all don't know what I was doing before this.
Okay, fair enough. But I'll just say this.
I'm here.
I'll say
I'm present.
this.
Go Eddie Murphy.
Tom Cruise made a couple movies that I like.
Me too.
Eddie Murphy made a lot of movies I didn't like, except for both.
You didn't?
Yeah, like
what?
Norbit,
Pluto Nash. Like I loved him in Dreamgirls. Like trust me, I'm pro Eddie Murphy on this side.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I'm very pro Eddie Murphy on this side. But the thing is, their careers they're both household names. So in my opinion, they win that market right there because they're both household names. But is Tom Cruise doing too much? Tom Cruise is an actor. He can't sing. He can't dance. He can't do impressions like Eddie Murphy. So it's another level that Eddie Murphy brings to it. So of course he can't sit down because that's the one thing that he can do.
And while I agree with you, I think Tom Cruise is great, but I don't think you can compare him and Eddie Murphy.
Eddie
Mercury.
Eddie Mercury?
And Eddie Mercury. Yeah, sorry.
Eddie Mercury?
Yeah, you can't compare Tom Cruise and Eddie Mercury. No, you can't compare
Drinks one White Claw, Eddie Mercury.
And like 7 shots of tequila. But what I'm saying is you can't compare Tom Cruise and Eddie Murphy.
You easily can.
No, you can't.
They are in the same
You
boat.
can't. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna go there. He had to turn my mic down because I'm screaming. I'm feeling some type of way. All I'm saying is this. You got to go back to the fucking 80s. What Eddie Murphy did in the 80s, he paved the way for a lot of actors.
Yes.
A lot of black actors and comedians. And that's why I'm saying you can't compare the two. Tom Cruise just came up and was like, hey, I'm going to do Top Gun.
I'll give you that. Because Harlem Nights, like you go like.
You got Harlem Nights. What's his first stand-up that he did in '88?
Delirious.
Yeah. That's a fucking
That's 84.
classic. Excuse me.
And
84.
then actually that was 83. And then 87 he did Raw.
He did what?
Raw. That's the one in the purple suit.
Yeah, Raw. That's the one I'm talking about.
I've seen
That
Raw
is a
probably
classic.
35 times.
That is a classic.
The first 10 minutes are very like you can't watch it in 2019.
That's what I'm saying.
It wouldn't fly in
And
2019
that was
at all.
revolutionary in '84.
I'll give you that.
Tom Cruise ain't got shit like that. What? He got fucking Top Gun, Mission Impossible 20.
I ain't gonna lie, to Mission Impossibles go hard though.
I mean, they go
Like,
hard.
I'm just like they go fucking hard.
But he took the same template and duplicated it 15 fucking times. Eddie Murphy reinvented himself. Every single how you go from making fucking Raw in '84 to Dr. Dolittle in 1999?
I don't know.
Would you say that Eddie?
I'm just saying.
Would you say that he's kind of like Mercury?
Yeah, I would.
Eddie Mercury?
He's untouchable. He's the guy.
No, I'll give
now
you.
I just want to see Eddie Murphy as Freddie Mercury.
I just know,
Yeah.
Eddie.
Y'all just gonna drag me for that now.
Well, if Twitter won't, we will.
If,
Okay,
so,
well,
yeah.
should it be Freddie Mercury in the Eddie Murphy Raw like
hate
purple
y'all.
outfit?
It would literally be it would be like love of my life, can't you see?
hate y'all so much.
Like Eddie Murphy singing "Fat Bottom Girls."
Yeah.
You know.
Fat bottom girls, you make the world go round.
What's your bitch ass?
Shake your ass. Watch yourself. Yeah. All right, we're moving on. I want to talk about a movie I think we can all agree with, which is Won't You Be My Neighbor?
I didn't cry.
I know.
I cried.
Tom Hanks can do anything. Okay, that's the
We'll
Tom.
talk about a Tom we like better
Yeah,
than Tom Cruise.
a Tom that we like better than Tom Cruise, and that's yes, Tom Hanks. He's like perfect for it. He's perfect. And you know what makes Tom Hanks perfect for Mr. Rogers? Because he ain't done shit in Hollywood that's, he ain't, like, you'll never find a bad article about Tom Hanks.
There's a purity to Tom Hanks.
Yeah, there is, and
Yeah.
that's why that's legit. Like, if you found out, imagine even before all the gross shit that this actor did, like Kevin Spacey. If they announced Kevin Spacey was Mr. Rogers before all of
I
the,
would have been with him. Like, all
I
right,
was like, no, I would have not.
Really?
Because Kevin Spacey freaks me out.
I mean, nah, I would have been with him.
He's a great actor. Terrible things, but
Why does Kevin Spacey freak you out?
Dude, what was it? Movie 7.
Okay.
Yeah. What's in the box? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah. When he's in 7, yeah. Have you ever seen 7?
Yeah, that's my shit. Me and wifey love that shit. We watched that the other night. In fact, we gonna watch it tonight.
No, you're not.
How much you want to bet? I'm about to text her.
Why would I bet you what, why are you so aggressive? You are not allowed to drink White Claw anymore.
It's the tequila
Tequila's a stimulant.
When did you have tequila?
before.
That's why you walked up all goofy and shit. He's like,
Okay, first of all,
He had his Vince McMahon walk.
yeah.
hey, there's no chance in hell.
No, you got to get that LeVar Ball walk, dude. That LeVar,
So I get out and demonstrate it.
you got to get that Eddie Mercury. Eddie Mercury at Live Aid, guys. That was
Hey, you know
that's
what,
that's
though?
that's the best. That's
Let's
the
leave
best
that.
concert.
Let's leave that. That is.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Ew.
Yeah, dude, he would fucking kill that shit. Like Eddie Mercury is the character that we never got.
Honest to God, I cried at that part in the movie.
Oh, and Bohemian Rhapsody.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Like a bitch.
That movie was so well done. To me, I still love Bohemian Rhapsody. However, I will say this: that movie was like, it was like if Disney made a movie about Queen, and then it took the Forrest Gump route, and then was like, "Yo, you got AIDS," like out of nowhere. I was like, "Oh shit!" But it was dope. It was dope. It had a good vibe to it. I like how they showed them making "We Will Rock You." Come on, Julie, get in here. Come on, we're gonna stomp and boom, boom, clap, boom. Come on, everyone, get in the studio. We're gonna get in here. We're gonna do some stomp. We're gonna redub it. Come on, let's do it over. Stomp, stomp, clap. And it was a good time.
I don't disagree with you by any means. I think it was overall a great movie, and I'll agree with what you say. I think it definitely could have gone a lot darker in some other places, but I don't think it needed to. I'm being told that we need to take a break here.
We do need to take a break, and we'll come back and we'll talk about this whole Tom Hanks, Mr. Rogers as situation.
So we're gonna order another pizza, and I'm
good on pizza.
Jay and I are gonna drink another White Claw. Ryan's done.
Ryan has water for the rest of the night.
Oh, fuck you guys.
All right, we're going to a break. Hey, what's up? Thanks for checking out Big Little Kid Podcast, but I got to show some love to my sponsor, Bionic Nutrition. At Bionic Nutrition, they believe that true living begins where mediocrity ends and that you should strive to step beyond your potential. What is Bionic Nutrition? Think of them more like a boutique source of nutritional products. Make sure you check them out. As you guys know, I'm on the road, I'm traveling, and, they got all these. The road is lonely and full of snacks, y'all. They got, you can get a 5-foot burrito. You can get an Oreo cookie with a pizza. You can get a root beer float that's got bacon in it. The world is lonely and full of snacks. That's why you got to get proper nutrition. That's why I go to Bionic Nutrition. They hook me up some great plant-based protein that has no sucralose in it. And it's just got all the natural body and science and enhancements, all that stuff that's in it. I don't know science good. But I'll tell you right now, they put great quality in their products. And the best part is because your boy got a weak stomach, okay? I got a weak stomach. So if I get anything wrong in there, I'm going to have a bad time. You understand what I'm saying? So make sure you check out Bionic Nutrition. Everything they have in there is all natural. You get your BCAAs, you get your protein, have you looking right for the summer, ready to take over for the 9-9 and the 2000, okay? Make sure you check them out. Go to bionicnutrition.com. They got a 10% off deal. Tell them your boy Jay Whitaker sent you, okay? Peace. Be bionic. Let's get back to the episode. Welcome back. We are still here at Maxwell's. We are
White Claw gang.
White Claw Gang?
That's what this is.
The White Claw Gang. WCGs.
is the worst gang you've ever seen.
The White Claw gang,
Yes.
we hit you with aluminum cans, not aluminum bats. We hit y'all, and we hit y'all with aluminum cans, and we pick them up, and we recycle them because we want to take care of the environment.
Hashtag.
Want to be here in 2050.
Yeah, that's right. I
Yeah.
want to be here for a long time. All right, so we were talking about Mr. Rogers' movie. What? One of my favorite. Like, I hope they actually do this in the film. Is they showed a little swimming in the same pool
Yeah.
moment.
With
You know, with the sheriff. Yeah,
Officer Clemens.
Yeah, I want to say Officer
Yeah.
Clement. Yeah, because like that for me, that was. I mean, that was before my time. That was before all of our time. But I mean, like that was just a dope thing that he did.
It's iconic.
Yeah, and he did such that documentary so damn good, and it's just like you think about Mr. Rogers and like what would the world be like without Mr. Rogers, man? You think we like our neighbors?
I'm gonna be real, like no pun intended.
Mhm.
I don't think we would. Like Mr. Rogers' like neighborhood was an essential part of my childhood.
That's dope.
And it taught me that like, yo, the mailman is dope as shit. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like
actually.
the mailman is dope as shit. Oh shit, the police officer, he's dope. The sheriff is dope as shit.
Yeah.
Like he
Well, it's a show
introduced-
about community, community and unity. You know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it was.
and yeah.
Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say, and like some of these people were African American,
Mm-hmm.
and as a young African American kid, like it's really cool for me, and even nowadays, to see these African Americans in these positions of power
Mhm.
because it shows the youth, hey, you don't. I don't mean to get so deep, but it just shows the youth that hey, you don't need to do all this extracurricular shit. You
Yeah.
can be somebody cool. A mailman is dope.
Yeah.
A police officer is dope. If you want to go to college, that's fucking dope. That's sorry.
You ain't got.
That's-
Yeah.
that's my
You
point.
ain't gotta. You ain't gotta. You know. Do
Mr.
sport.
Rogers
Yeah. Do
just,
sport.
like-
It was a show about just like everyday shit. You know what I mean? Like, it was a
Exactly.
show about everyday shit. There was that one special episode where like, he teaches you how to cut cocaine. Like it was a great episode. It was very informative.
I don't think we watched the same Mr. Rogers.
It was like he's like, everyone, this is a triple beam balance.
Uh-huh.
And today, no, I'm just kidding.
He had Young Jeezy playing in the background too.
That would be dope. That would be a dope episode of Mr. Rogers.
He definitely had Trap Star playing in the background.
I think you guys went on a couple of YouTube deep dives. And don't get me wrong, I'm down to go to that place, but I don't know what that place looks like.
I'm with it. Either way, Marvel's got obviously San Diego Comic-Con wrapped up,
Yeah.
and the big star was clearly Marvel again. After Avengers Endgame, you're thinking, what are they gonna do? They got no more ideas left. Wrong. They hitting us with Fantastic Four eventually. They coming back. We getting the Eternals, which is dope. That's like super deep level nerd shit, but they have the balls to do it. We getting a Captain Marvel 2. We getting a Black Panther 2. We're getting a openly bi Valkyrie at Tessa Thompson. We're getting a Doctor Strange 2, which is going to be classified as Marvel's first horror movie. Yeah. Multiverse of Madness. We're getting the What If, like a Marvel What If, which is like the Marvel one-shots where they have the Watcher, the big head dude, that just kind of sit there like, yo, this shit happens. So they're gonna do that as an animated series with Jeffrey Wright as like the Watcher, the voice of the Watcher. You guys ever watch Westworld?
No.
Okay, well, Jeffrey Wright. Remember Shaft? Remember Peoples? No, the old school, not the old school, but and not the new one, the 2000 Shaft.
Right in between.
Yeah, with
yeah.
Peoples, Jeffrey
Yeah.
Wright. That's Peoples. Where he plays a Puerto Rican cat. That's that Jeffrey Wright. He's done so many other great movies besides that, but that's a solid reference. We get WandaVision. We get Captain America as Falcon and Bucky together. We get a Loki TV show. We're getting Guardians of the Galaxy 3. We're also getting Thor 4, and we're also getting
A female Thor.
yeah,
Natalie Portman.
the mighty Thor, and that's a great run in the comics that people need to read. Like the Mighty Thor is a dope run, and where Jane Foster becomes Thor, fucking awesome. And after all that shit, are we getting Shang-Chi with an all Asian cast? And after all that shit that they're doing, we still get Blade. We're getting Blade
Glad
back.
you brought Blade up.
Wait, hold up. Blade in the Marvel.
Blade was pretty much Marvel's. Blade kicked open the door for
I had
Marvel.
no idea.
Yeah,
I had no idea.
yeah. Like Wesley Snipes, that was technically that's a Marvel movie, but it was like New Line
They didn't
cinema.
like it. They were like,
Well, but it kicked open the door for like a dark superhero movie,
For black
and like now they're doing, but they Blade will be R-rated. Wesley Snipes, I don't know if he's going to be in it, but they have Mahershala Ali
Shout
as
out.
Blade,
One of my favorite actors.
Who's like perfect. If you're gonna reboot Blade, you have to have Mahershala Ali. In it.
Blade starring Eddie Mercury.
Yes, Eddie Mercury.
Eddie Mercury and Blade.
That'd be dope,
leave
actually.
Eddie Mercury out of this. First of all,
He's so talented.
I love Eddie Mercury.
Here's one thing I will say. I don't want to go too far off topic, Jay, but earlier you said you had a thing with Kevin Spacey, like even before all the allegations.
Yeah.
One of my favorite shows was House of Cards.
Yeah,
And
I agree.
Especially because of, and I butcher his name every time, but Mahershala
Ali.
yeah.
Mahershala. You just got to Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali,
Yeah.
like, was incredible, and I think might have won a Golden Globe for Best Supporting.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
he had and his role was really subtle, and then you realize his character over time is like pretty fucking dope.
But a great character.
Yeah.
Like House of Cards is one of those shows where it's like you cheer for people, then you boo them, and you boo people and you cheer for them.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
like,
yeah.
He played that balance really. He was incredible in that.
Well, and then he was so dope in Luke Cage as Cottonmouth, and I mean,
Yep.
yeah, like spoiler alert, he doesn't make it the whole season,
What?
but
I've seen it. It's okay.
he's perfect for Blade, and I think it'll be dope if they do pay homage in some way to Wesley Snipes, because Wesley Snipes did kick the door open for not only just Marvel but black superheroes in general.
He was the
True
first
story.
universe.
Wesley Snipes was trying to get a Black Panther movie in development in the mid '90s. I'm glad it didn't come out because I'm like, that would
It would have been bad.
I feel like it would have been
It would've
bad.
so bad.
But-
we would not have had what we had in 2017.
Right, but
18.
to me it was just I think it'd be dope if they had like maybe Blade is like the new Whistler, like Wesley Snipes is the new Whistler, or they just show like a future shot of just like Wesley Snipes as older Blade. I don't know, but it's Mahershala Ali's
sword.
done it in True Detective, where he's done like
yeah.
he's so good
Another
at True.
incredible show.
So it's just like
Yeah.
to me, like it's the perfect casting, and I think Marvel is so unafraid to do things. Here's where I think that you were talking about this off mic, where you got issues with this whole thing, and I think there's the issues that some people are already having with Marvel, because it's like, oh, well now they're just doing diversity and representation just to get the diversity dollars, the queer dollars. They want that LGBTQ money. And so, but at the same time, I feel you. Is that where you're coming from?
That's honestly exactly. I have no issue with any group or anything.
Yeah.
But I do feel like Marvel, like not just Marvel in general, but a lot of like people are just
A lot
trying
of
to
companies,
make, a lot of companies are trying to make money off the diversity dollar. Not that they necessarily give a fuck, but they're going. I just feel like people are going out of their way to be like, oh well, he's openly gay or he's openly black. Well, I shouldn't say openly black.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Openly black.
openly black.
Guys,
But it's like, I'm down with shit as long as it makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
But it does make sense though, Ryan. Like,
I mean, and if it makes sense, then I'm with you. Like, I'm not as into like the Marvel like universe.
Yeah.
As you are.
Yeah.
So for me as an outsider, like I was hyped as shit when I found out Falcon was about to be the new Captain America. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, they gave us two. We got fucking Black Panther and Captain America. But then I see all this other shit happening, and it's like, okay, that's cool. But then once again, I don't know the history of it.
Okay, and
so for me as an outsider, it looks like, oh shit, they're just trying to make the diversity.
but see, the thing
dollar.
is, okay, and
So correct me if I'm wrong, please.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I
Uh-huh.
will inform you. Okay, you're wrong, but
no, I mean, but that's
that's fine. That's fine. Like, and like this is the dope part about this conversation, because like in Marvel now, like back like 5 years ago, they were starting all these different stories.
Okay.
That's when they were starting to tell like Thor is a woman now. Like they had A-Force that came out, and I still don't even I haven't even read all these arcs. But A-Force was a dope run when they were doing Secret Wars, where it was just an all-female Avengers, and it's because they want that they want to include everybody. I mean, like there's Ms. Marvel. There's Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan, who's like a 17-year-old, a middle, I don't know the exact, but she's Middle Eastern.
Okay.
And so instead of like a blonde white lady, which we get in Carol Danvers, we get Miss Marvel, who's a young, Middle Eastern young woman. So I mean, like it's a different story. And so that was the coolest part, because 5 years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, they were launching all these different stories where Captain America was black. What else? There was all these. So it's like Marvel already been on that wave.
So this has been some shit. That's been worked for the
it's
past 6 years or so.
But I get that people feel slighted because of like the fact that, we had Pride Month just wrap up, and so all these companies are like, thanks for the monies, y'all. Like, we out.
Right.
See y'all next summer.
Next problem.
But all right, so to counterpoint this argument, right? Like, at what point, like, would you rather have it be the exact opposite, where it's like, nope, we're just gonna keep things the way they are and the way they have been, or like, do you open up and welcome that change?
No.
Because what it sounds, because just because what it sounds like you're saying is that it's like, okay, so we're gonna start making these changes, but in your opinion, they're only making these changes to pander for that dollar.
That's
my
honestly how I. Sorry,
no. But my question for you is like, is it just that it's not enough? And then if that's the case,
That's
what
I'm wondering.
is enough?
That's what I'm wondering.
No.
What do they need to do to convince you?
Because I feel you. I really do. And I saw those tweets from certain people, and I was like, fuck, they got a point. But it's just like, where is the line? It's like, at least to me, in my opinion, they're like, at least they're trying.
Right.
Because no one else really is. I mean, like, it's one thing. To me, it's one thing for like these companies to come out for Pride Month and just be like, all right, here's a
change the logo.
Yeah, here's a koozie of T-Mobile, but just in rainbow.
Sure.
Yeah, that's pandering.
Right.
But when you're genuinely trying to tell a story, like Shang-Chi is a Marvel character. I'm not even that familiar with the character, but Shang-Chi, it's surprise, surprise. His superpowers are basically karate.
Okay.
Like, I mean, and it is what it is. And so, he's an Asian dude. But they have, like, the movie is an all-Asian cast. And so it's like, and to me, that's just like, all right, that's dope. I mean, like, because realistically, for them to make Shang-Chi, to me, is like Marvel apologizing for putting out Iron Fist. Because Iron Fist is on some bullshit, in my personal opinion. Like, Iron Fist should have been an Asian character from the get-go.
Right.
But times were different. So they're trying to but Marvel's always been the wave as far as like Stan Lee, God rest his soul, like he was always pushing for different things in comics. I mean, like, I get why you may feel slighted, but like, keep in mind Marvel's been doing this for a long fucking time.
I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say, like, that's something like, I just like the movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a spectator who's not really like I say like a lot. As a spectator who's not really I'm into the comics and shit.
Yeah.
But like, I'm not into it. I'm not invested like you are.
Okay, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So from an outsider's point of view, it looks like to me that Marvel's just like, fuck it. Let's make this minority dollar. AKA, let's get all the female stars we can get. Let's get all the openly gay stars we can get. Let's get all the fucking openly, like, openly minority. But let's get some Asian stars. Let's get some black stars. Like, to me, that's what it looked like. But then here you are saying, like, yo, they've been doing this shit that's been in the works for 5 years. That changes my point of view.
Because they had to do, like, at this point, phase 1 through 3, with all the Avengers stuff, is a bunch of white dudes. I mean, and with sprinklings of diversity. So it's just like, where do you go? You have to, and it's not to say that like I don't mind seeing a fucking straight white dude throw a shield at somebody. I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
like, it's
you know,
a movie, right.
it's a movie. But it's just like you have to appreciate the fact that they had to look inward. And granted,
Yeah.
I'm clearly like a Marvel stan right now because I'm like totally backing them up for everything. They could do no wrong in my opinion. But at the same time, it's like, to me, I respect the fact that they looked inward and they also looked outward, and then they looked at it from where do we go from here?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
What stories can we tell? I mean, the Eternals is probably, you get Kumail Nanjiani. I know I butchered his name, but he's a great Persian. I want to say Persian actor.
He's Pakistani.
Pakistani. That's right. My apologies.
He's in Stuber with professional wrestler Dave Bautista, by the way, in theaters now.
And then, which is Disney's first R-rated movie in a long time.
I think so.
Yeah. Weird fact. And then you get David Tyree, who was also the voice of the dad in.
Is he a football player?
No.
Or is that a different David
No.
Tyree?
No, you are thinking of a David Tyree. He helped the Giants win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He caught
He
the pass
caught that pass on
his
his
head.
head.
It's a different David Tyree.
I think he has a third. He's got one of those three names. David Tyree is where he played Paperboy in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew you were
That David Tyree.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, got you.
You get Angelina Jolie in this. You get a deaf actor. Like I forget her name, but she's a deaf actor. And to me, so you're just like, clearly they're fucking trying, because it's just like they realize, yeah, okay, the diversity dollar works, but it's just like, honestly, to me, it's indicative of our society. You know, our society is very diverse.
It is.
Yeah, I mean,
it is.
And I could say that living in Utah, like that's an oxymoron, but it's like you want to show a universe that is indicative of where you live.
Yeah.
And so I think you got to give them props for trying.
Like they're representing the United States. I would agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like after on some real shit, like after hearing your side of it, like hearing where all this shit comes from and like why it's happening, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
No, don't
it makes perfect sense.
No, don't get me
wrong.
wrong.
But like, why now?
Yeah. Because
we always been this way.
But why not now?
Well, you know why? Money. Honestly, like, to quote my grandfather, 99 answers to 100 questions is money.
He ain't wrong.
So Disney bought Marvel in 2009 for $4 billion, right? It's 2019, 10 years later, they've already made $18 billion. So now they have the money to kind of just take risks. And guess what? They can. They made a movie out of a fucking tree that talks to a raccoon.
I am Thor. Wait, no, I am
No,
Groot.
I am Groot.
I am Groot.
But I'm just saying, they made a movie out of that. And it worked. Guardians of the Galaxy should not have worked. And it's probably one of my favorite Marvel movies of all time.
It's
Really?
an incredible.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
I saw it 4
I like
times.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange is not
The message in Doctor Strange like hit me right here in the chest.
What is it? Psychedelics are great.
Well, besides that, it was just like, yo, don't be a greedy motherfucker because
Fair.
it could be taken from you just like that.
Oh yeah, fair. Yeah,
Like,
fair enough.
For the record, we already knew psychedelics were dope. But
I mean, a long
I'm just
time
here
ago,
so I
found
don't
that
get
out.
fined.
Okay, fair enough.
That being said, one thing I will throw out there, in the theater community, there's an awesome musical called Avenue Q.
Yes.
You guys ever seen Avenue
Yeah.
Q?
Nope.
No. So Avenue Q is essentially, this street in New York. The rent is too expensive in all the other avenues, so they go all the way down to Avenue Q where it's not expensive. And one of the characters is an Asian female named Christmas Eve.
I'm with it.
Is that really her name?
That's the name of the character, is Christmas Eve.
I'm with it.
But one of the controversies in theater is that a lot of
Sounds like
a
trouble.
lot of theaters that have been putting on Avenue Q cannot find Asian actresses to audition for Christmas Eve. So what they'll do is they'll get the actress who's best suited for Christmas Eve, and the majority of the time it ends up being Caucasian actresses who get the role. So that goes on to the whole dilemma of, if you can't get an Asian woman to play the role of Christmas Eve, what do you do? And so it's that argument of, do you completely shut down production, or do you find someone to fit that role and put it in? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Why are they doing this now? Why not do it now?
You gotta
I
do
don't
it.
care. I don't care if like your main motivation originally was this is making money.
Yeah.
I would rather have someone like Disney who may have purchased it just for money, but they're doing all of these things now.
Yeah.
Like, it could be a lot worse. Like, it could have been bought by fucking Fox News, who, put it with a bunch of, old Republican senators or some other shit.
We just get Captain America over and over throwing throwing a
Tom
shield.
Cruise. How we got
Captain
20
America.
how we got 20 Tom Cruise movies?
Mission Impossible. Isn't Mission Impossible Disney?
I'm throwing shots.
Is
I don't
it?
know.
Is it?
I think it might be actually. I think Mission Impossible
Yeah.
is Disney.
Yeah.
Mission
know.
Impossible. Mission Impossible is what happens.
All right. Anyway, I think overall we're really excited for all the new Marvel movies. I personally will not see Black Widow because my heart got broken.
That's right,
In the last movie.
That's right. They're doing that one too.
Yeah,
But
Black Widow is a good
they're
one.
doing everything. Bottom line, and they have 7 films coming out in 2021.
Yeah.
7 more like that's just unheard of. That's good. Like that's what every month and some change you get a new movie, like a month and a half or whatever. Anyways,
There's 8 Mission Impossibles.
Also, I thought 7 was an
I
exaggeration.
thought it was 5.
8, and the first one came out in 1996. Tom Cruise needs to sit the fuck down.
Are they in production? Or it can't be because I can swear they are. All right. Anyway,
I was 5 when the first Mission Impossible came out.
fair enough.
1998. No, that wouldn't have worked.
You
Sorry,
said 96.
Keep talking. I'm figuring this shit out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is 96. So 96, 2000, 2006, 2011, 2015, 2018, 2000. Oh shit, we got one coming out in 2021.
That's what I thought. That's what I was like.
and
yeah.
2022.
Okay,
Tom Cruise need to sit the fuck down with his
Those-
extra
those-
short
'cause
ass.
those Mission Impossible movies are dope though. All right, we got to wind down.
We'll slow this
I'm
down a
fired
little
up.
bit with your favorite game as a child.
Like board game.
It doesn't. I think we left it loose intentionally.
One of my favorite games that I used to play as a kid was my brother and I used to play Monopoly, but we changed the rules. You know,
Okay.
we had the classic. You land on free park and you like whatever. Like you land on free park and you get the money that goes to the
Right.
bank. That's a classic rule. But we sped up the game, like because you play Monopoly, you're gonna have that's 8 hours.
Yeah.
Gone.
You could play a game of Monopoly in our house in 30 minutes.
How, Sway?
Divide up the properties.
Well, you could divide up. We allowed super mergers. So like let's say Josh gets Park Place, and you get Boardwalk.
Fuck Josh.
We both know. Everybody at this table know you ain't giving up them shits. So you just go in on it together, merge, and then you split the profit.
Ooh.
And then you basically force each other, like you force the other players out.
Still fuck Josh. But yeah, that sounds nice.
Right? So then we also came up with our own like community chest and chance cards, and like those were just gully as. One was just like you got shot, like surrender all of your properties, and then you in jail.
Just straight up, you dead?
No, it's just like you got shot. Like you would learn. Like you would always get shot at free parking. That was like you got shot. Go to free parking because like that's where you get like an Uber ride home. Whatever. I don't know. But the 3-strike law was definitely implemented. So if you go to jail more than 3 times, guess what? You done. You surrender all your properties. The bank gets everything. So like let's say you went to jail. You owned all like Vernon, St. Charles, Marvin Gardens, all the yellows, all the railroads, all that shit. That goes back to the bank, and then now everybody competes for it.
Buy it.
We did have the community chest card called the Johnny Cochran card. So if you're on your 3rd strike, you could pull that Johnny Cochran card and get out of jail at any given time. But it's only like one time, and you could sell that shit. You could flip that shit like.
The gloves don't.
But
fit.
could you keep your property with that Johnny Cochran card if you go to jail 3 times? So if I'm in jail if I go on that 3rd time, I got that Johnny Cochran
You
card.
had to like give up like 1/3 or something like that. Yeah, there was something like that. But that was mine. What was yours?
I legitimately want to do a random episode where we play Monopoly Jay Whitaker style.
Oh my God! I'd have to get my brother to come out because it
would be great
because he does the sound
Cat could
effects.
play.
Let's
Like,
do it.
It'd be great.
Because he'd be like, "You got shot." Bah, bah, bah. Like he was doing the noises before Kendrick Lamar was doing it. Doo, doo, doo. Like he was doing those shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about y'all? What was yours?
I decided to go a little different style because growing up here in Utah, we had a really big thing. Like we would do these things called night games, So a bunch of kids would just get together at somebody's house on a Friday or Saturday night, and as long as there was still daylight, we would go out and we would just play different games. So I mean, there were things like Capture the Flag was obviously a really good one. Kick the Can was another really good one. We would do another fun one. Really is called Sardines. So it's the exact opposite of hide and seek. So one person goes and hides, and then everyone tries to find that person.
That's terrifying.
No. You go and try and find that person.
That's where my anxiety started.
Yeah.
Your anxiety?
I'm getting anxiety just thinking about that.
So once you find the person who's hiding, you hide with them.
Oh.
Yeah. So it gets to the point where literally some random person is just walking around like, where the hell is everybody?
Oh, okay.
It's called hide and go get it in the hood. I'm just kidding.
I mean,
but we played a game similar called hide and go get it.
I think.
I
Well,
won't
talk about that.
Wait, it's called Sardine.
that was what I mean. I'm sure it has like a
I
thousand
think on
different
the
names.
previous the episode I did without you guys with Corey, that was called Relivio.
Relivio.
Yeah, like that's where they're from. That's called Relivio. So.
Gotcha. Ryan, what about you? Yeah, finish that White Claw.
Yeah.
There we go.
God.
All right. There's nothing in there.
Really?
Good luck.
We just gonna take our fucking time?
He wants the last word.
It's a video game.
Okay.
Need for Speed Underground 2.
Riders on the Storm.
Changed my life. Defined my childhood.
The Snoop Dogg version.
Yes.
That was a great game because Need for Speed taught you to not slow down for the cops. It's like it really.
No, but for real, because Need for Speed was the only video game where you could outrun the cops. You couldn't do that shit in Grand Theft Auto. They just kept coming. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Eventually, they just get tired.
Need for Speed Underground 2 was one of those games that like I played a lot in my freshman, sophomore, junior, senior year of high school, and just beat the shit out of it.
There was.
You could do a lot in that game. That was a game-changing game. Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not saying you're not wrong.
you're not.
No one wants to fight you on this.
Let's go outside on Main Street right now.
You're
Main
wrong
and
about
Third.
you're wrong about Eddie Murphy, but no, I won't.
Okay, first of all, do not disrespect Eddie Murphy like that.
I'm not disrespecting.
You brought it up again.
I'm sorry, but you're right about Riders on your Need for Speed. You're 100% right about that.
All right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: Maverick versus Mr. Rogers, who wins in a fight?
Ooh,
Oh, Mr. Rogers.
Why?
Because it's fucking Mr. Rogers. Okay, first off, just because Mr. Rogers is nice don't mean he don't tote that thing.
I mean, yeah, he is about like because he's Mr. Rogers got the neighborhood watch.
I'm just saying.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he stays
Look, Mr. Rogers stayed with it, bro.
because he's like
The brothers don't come over to his crib for no reason.
If he wants you to be his neighbor, it's because he wants to protect. Like
Exactly.
he's on that Under Armour shit. We must protect this house type shit. Like it's just fucking like Mr. Rogers just in an Under Armour like cardigan.
this house.
And he's just got an AR-15, just like, wow.
Maverick is only winning in a dogfight or a volleyball match. That's it.
All right, fair enough. All right, who wins? Let's see.
I take Mr. Rogers with a piece all day.
Eddie Murphy versus Freddie Mercury.
No.
Eddie Murphy.
In a sing-off.
Oh, Freddie Mercury.
Eddie Murphy.
Freddie Mercury.
Eddie Murphy.
Fair enough. We decided. We're done. Y'all be easy. Big Little Kid podcast. We out.